What's up? This is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and DopelivenTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Richie representing Midwest 219 stand up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl Monifa.
Hey, what up? This your man Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. It's Trigger Trench in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV live with Greg Gray and the crew.
What's up? It's your guy, Greg Gray, Dope Living TV Live. Hey, the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. And I guess I'm going to start saying any music that's played on here, we do not own the copyrights to, so y'all just listen if we do play music and y'all have a good time. Chill out with us, you know what I'm saying? Just hold on and every day's going to be all right. Anyway, it is a great day. Everybody, I hope you've had a great day. It's another day that we can rejoice. We're here. We are here another day. God has allowed us to be here. And number one, me and my people to come and hang out with you guys. And number two, he's allowed you to come here, be up, get up, walk around and do something and create something new. It's an objective for everybody. It should be to, number one, enjoy this life. This is what we had, but always create opportunities to make it better for yourselves. All right. Having said that, man, we got a great show today. Let me bring my people on here. Yeah.
I don't know what that's all about. I don't know what that's all about.
It's called jet lag. Anyway, what's up?
You got it. I had a wonderful weekend. Had the grandbabies here from Virginia. So, yes. They wore me out, though.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Everybody, say hello to my mains. My boy. My guy. Sometimes we don't know what the hell he doing, but hey, this is my dude. It's Mo Bailey.
What's up, y'all?
Hey, Maurice.
Hey. What's going on?
Everybody.
Man, this past weekend was a mug for me.
A mug.
I hope a good mug.
Well, I was at the horse track.
Did you win?
No, I was working.
Oh, okay. Well,
okay, then it was a good mug.
There you go.
Tied.
Say what's up to Marcella. I'm not even gonna try. Marcella.
Hey, Maurice.
Thank you, Maurice. Hey.
Greg,
I was trying to figure out what all that was you were doing too. I was trying to figure out what that was you were doing before you put Gina on.
I mean, what the problem is? Can I be happy?
And Gina,
yes,
you need to put her on your grandbaby on American Idol.
Put me on American Idol, it's all good.
Okay, it's gonna be one of those days.
Hey man, we got chilling in the green room.
He's high on life.
This Natalie right here.
Hey, Nat.
Hey, everybody.
What's author Natalie Murphy.
Yes.
Over there cheesing. Now look, today, man, and welcome, Natalie. Sit back, relax, have a good time.
Thank you. All right.
Now, today, man, we want to give to you guys. All right. Mm-hmm. So everybody on this panel, they do things. We're all entrepreneurs. We all do things to try to better not only ourselves, but to better other people. The theme here at Dope Living TV is to inspire, to educate, and to entertain. And we try to do all three at the same time. Brenda Lampton, Blake Moore says, what's up?
Hi, Brenda.
Hey, Brenda.
There go another fantastic individual, Mr. Larry.
Hey, Larry.
Hey, Larry.
Hi, Larry.
Larry, let me know when that next huge event. He throws some huge blues events, man. Okay, you got to check him out. And he's a radio personality, WLTH Radio.
And I want my plate, Larry.
And she wants a plate. I don't know. Split upside her head. That's
She
what
said, I don't care what he do. I want my plate.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm talking about.
But hey, we decided we want to give. Hey, what's up, LaDonna Booker? We want to give back, all right, to the people, all right. And as we talk about entertaining and inspiring and educating, all right, we also got to make sure that you're good within yourselves, okay. So you might have questions about how life goes or how I should react to this and how I should react to that. We have our own life coach on here, and we decided to use him, and I don't mean in a bad way. We decided to use him and his experience and knowledge to help everybody say what's up. To the life coach, Jeff Releford.
Yeah, real.
Hey,
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
Hi,
What's
Jeff.
good?
He is the owner of Redirect, Regroup, Refocus. Refocus, Redirect, Regroup. Any R you want to throw in there?
ADR.
Let's put it up there, okay? And Jeff, we talked about this, man, but we want to try to get people right. You know what I'm saying? You want to try to get them encouraged, get them strong within themselves, so that they can go outside of themselves and get to the next level. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we're at, bro, and we appreciate you giving this time. All right, I know you're on here.
Yeah, no problem.
But, we decided to focus on your specialty because everybody needs to be encouraged. Everybody needs to at least see the light at the end of the tunnel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's where we at. Nat Lee, you need some life coaching.
Always.
You said always.
Who doesn't, right, Nat?
Okay.
I think we all do right about this. With the way things are going on in the world today, we all need something to look forward to, some type of clarity. Something. And again, before Jeff became a panel member on WPLN-TV Live, we had him on as a life coach. And one of the things that I took from that is that he is not telling you what you need to do. He's giving you the latitude so that you can tell yourself what to do. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Jeff. What do you do as a life coach?
You are definitely correct with that, man. That's what I do as a life coach. I don't tell you what to do. Like I give advice out here and there, but I'm there to listen. I'm there to listen and then guide you down the path you said you want to go down. The funny thing is I just had a client today tell me different things that was going on with her. She's got different opportunities, new things happening. She calls me all the time and fills me in on different ideas. We get in what I say the think tank all the time. So we bounce back and forth ideas to be sure that she's headed down the goal to achieve the goals and the path that she wants. So I don't ever tell her what to do, but it's all about her experience and what she puts into the coaching. Because if it's all about what you put in, that means you'll get out the result that you want.
That's what's up, bro. And that's why we have you here, to make sure, number one, that we stay on track every day. All right, because Gina be getting off sometimes. And
of course he doesn't.
No, never. How can I can't afford to do
No,
that.
not today.
No.
Lies.
Can't afford to do that.
So Jeff, if someone were to call you and want a life coaching session, they can't just come and say, you know what? My end goal is to get to A, B, and C. Tell me what to do.
Nah, can't do that. I have to know that it's a series of questions that I ask, and I need to know if you're really serious about reaching that goal. 9 times out of 10, if you're serious about reaching that goal, you'll have some stuff laid out. You'll have a somewhat of a action plan yourself, but it'll be very minor. You talk to me so we can get in depth, but everything you wrote is kind of sort of skimming the surface, and then we start to dive in deeper. Now, if you don't have anything, that's when I ask the questions and we start to develop over time. It can be that same day or it could be within a couple weeks. It all depends on what type of information you decide to divulge to me.
Okay, so you have to have your own outline and some specifics with that. What inspired you to go into life coaching, though?
Oh, it was only because I I was always been trying to figure out what my gift was with people. So as I was trying to figure out what my gift was with people, I was like, what's going on here? I said, Lord, I really want to be able to bless people in a different and unique way. But I need to put my own type of life values in that too. So with my life values, it was more so accountability. It was being responsible for your own actions, good and bad. Okay. And once I started going through life coaching, doing the training, I was like, man, this is it. This is exactly where I'm supposed to be, the type of space I'm supposed to be in. It's in alignment with everything that I do. So it was perfect.
Does it frustrate you sometimes?
No.
No?
Not at all. You want to know why it doesn't frustrate me? Because I'm not the one in control of your destiny. That's why. I solely tell the person that you are in control of your own destiny throughout this whole process. If you don't succeed, it's not because I wasn't there to show up. I always show up. I show up every session. I show up every phone call. Anytime information is want to be shared with me, I'm there. It's about what you do. Once again, what are you going to do to get to your own goals so you can succeed?
Well, Jeff,
go ahead, Jenny.
Jeff, what kind of guarantees do you have?
We don't do that here. Oh, no, because everybody different. We don't do that. I don't say we're going to have guaranteed results. Once again, I always say, even with new and upcoming clients, I always say it's about the amount of work that you put in. If you're willing to do research, if you're willing to put in some time, you will be very successful because it's a process. It's a journey. You learn things about yourself. You learn things about your specific area you want to go in or you need help in, and you go ahead and implement. Because when you start implementing, that's when it really comes out.
Yeah, real. That's what it is.
Are there any specific areas that you like to focus on, or it's just pretty much depends on what the people come to you about?
Well, it depends on what people come to me about, but I do focus on some business mentoring / business coaching. I do that because I feel that that's what a lot of people need help in. You know what I mean? Okay. So when we start talking about different things, such as it could be marketing, it could be promoting, it can be different ideas on how to make money. You know what I mean? That's what people are. That's the headspace that people are really in right now. Now I can do relationships. I can do anger. I could do anything like that. Anything you need help with, I got you. Because that's what the system I designed is for. It's to cover all bases. So by the time that we're done, you already know what you need to do. You've already answered all those questions already.
All right. So having said that,
I have a question for you, Jeff.
Yeah, well, I was getting ready to say, hold on, let me introduce you now. Okay. Jumping guns and all of that stuff.
Okay.
So, having said that, Jeff, we have Miss Natalie Murphy here. She's been here with us before. She's an author, okay, but she's agreed to come on and talk to you and get a real life coaching. So Natalie, now see how they introduce stuff like that. Coach on that, dude. Tell her to share it. Anyway, let's get with it. Natalie, you go ahead and ask the question.
So, is there a time frame that per person, or do you have a set time frame that you work with your clientele?
Well, normally, like I had a last person come to me, she said 3 months. With what she was trying to do, she needed longer than 3 months. She needed at least 6 months to a year. That's what I like to do, 6 months to a year. Because the thing is, it takes time for your mind to think differently. You know what I mean? It takes time to get into a rhythm so you can say, okay, this is what I really need to do in order to get my goals done. It's 3 months is just a very short amount of time. We can operate in weeks. And we can operate in 3 months, but the thing is, it has to be vigorous. We have to at least be meeting 2 or 3 times out of the week. If you're not willing to do that, longevity is the key with this.
Longevity is like that for everything, basically.
That's the key to success, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
She's on a little delay. Did that answer your question? It's a slight delay.
Yes, it did.
Okay, cool. So, go ahead, Marcel.
What's one of the biggest challenges that you've faced with one of your clients? Or have you faced any challenges?
I don't like to think of it as me actually facing a challenge. Because once again, like for instance, on Saturday, I met with my client. She didn't complete her goal. All I did was ask her why. I said, well, how come you didn't complete it? What happened? What actually stopped you from doing it? I'll say this. One of the challenges is actually when people don't want to divulge information. That's very hard because I can't help you if you're going to be closed-lipped. I can't help if you don't speak, if you don't give up certain information that's in alignment with what you're doing. It's nearly impossible for us to outline and map out anything. So it can be a challenge, but for the most part.
How can you bring it out, though? I mean, can you bring it out sometime? Or is there anybody that you can't make, well, not necessarily make, encourage to bring out their story so that you can get a little bit more for them?
Because the thing is, Greg, it's a lot of people who get encouragement every single day from people, and they still do not move.
Yeah.
Well, some people don't want Jesus Christ to know their business.
Exactly.
They just will not divulge anything.
Now, think about it, Marcelo. You gonna tell somebody your business ain't got no socks on?
Get out of here.
Lord help him.
Oh man.
But so do you life coach children as well as adults or only adults?
I implement it with the girls group every Saturday.
Okay.
So that's why I'm kind of teenagers. That's why I'm kind of getting my feet wet in. It's working. It's working slowly but surely. You have to kind of talk to teenagers a little bit different. You know what I mean? I could be a little bit more direct with adults.
Yeah.
But sometimes, depending on the situation, I can be a little more direct with kids because sometimes these kids, they thinking exactly like we are. They're doing a lot of the same stuff we are. Their mental capacity is growing at a much faster rate than what it was when we were younger because they're exposed to so much. So it has been some sessions where I've had to keep it real with them. And they'd be like, he, Mr. Jeff. I'm like, don't he. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, shout out to Kim Thomas out there in Chicago doing her thing. So I mean, again, Jeff, see, I got to go back to the other question. I mean, is there, does it frustrate you at all? Because, okay, you're trying to help somebody and they're there at your session. They got the time. All right. But you really want to help. Now, I can tell you from personal experience, when I'm trying to help somebody and they're not giving me everything I need to help them with, you know what I'm saying? I get frustrated. I'm like, well, I mean, what do you want me to do? They're asking you so much, but they're not giving anything. What do you want me to do? I mean, have you ever come up to a point where you just got a little frustrated?
I was at one time, but it's different ways to show the frustration. You know what I mean? My thing is, like I said, since I know I'm not directly responsible for your own success and I'm there to guide you with the information given, it's easy, man. I tell people, hey, if it's certain stuff that you don't want to say, you cannot blame me for the rate of success with this. And especially sometimes what I'll do is I'll hand off people to other people too, other resources. So that's another thing too, because sometimes I've dealt with a few people who felt that I should have done more. But once I do business or once you do business with these people, you're their responsibility. Like I know people, as y'all know, who can help do like your business taxes, set up business credit for you, who can get websites done and different things, built up flyers and all that. Once I pass you off to them, see, we implemented it into the plan, but you need to be on their butt so they can get what you want, especially because sometimes you pay for their services as well. See, my services are separate. You're not paying for me and somebody else when you do life coaching. You're not doing that. That ain't how this works.
Okay, so we're talking to Jeff Releford. He's the man behind Regroup. Focus, give us some life coaching information. I'm bringing Natalie Murphy on here. Now she's asking one question. Just one. Waiting on the rest of them. But
you got any more questions, Natalie? I'm an open
Natalie.
book right here.
Natalie right now is open.
You know what? I'm actually finding out a lot just listening because I had never thought about life coaching in terms of teens, and teens definitely do need that. And I have not had an experience with a life coach before. So I'm kind
Okay.
of listening, and I'm trying to, if I could formulate a question, I definitely will ask.
Okay.
That'll work.
Natalie,
You said that, Natalie, but you think about it when we went to school, we had a life coach called social studies. You know, yeah, social studies.
Well, Jeff, do you have any other skills and experience that you bring into that you add to your life coaching training that you bring into it as well?
Yes, I do have a certification from New Skills Academy. So what I do is I take some of the different things that they gave me, you know what I mean, that I received in the training, I implement, and it's normally, and really a lot of the trainings are very similar. I'm gonna be real honest with you. Some of the trainings are very similar when it comes to the actual breakdown of what you do. It's all about asking the right questions, making sure that you can create and develop the action plan for the person. But like I said, I do it unorthodox. I allow the individual to go ahead and do it because you can get a better result that way. You can get a much better result that way if you allow the individual to ride the bike. Because if you always creating something for somebody else and give them a ready-made resource, 9 times out of 10, they'll follow the steps and they're just looking for the result that they're going to get at the end. But once you push them to do it themselves, they'll appreciate it and value it a heck of a lot more. They'll appreciate and value because they took the time to do it themselves. I can create systems for people. I really can. I can create systems for people so they can get exactly what they want in certain situations. But it doesn't profit them anything because all they did was plug and play. If you want to see results with me, we not going to do no plug and play. You going to get up and you going to do some work.
Okay.
So you can create, what was that you said? You can create
systems.
Systems, okay. So you're creating systems. Can you create it without them telling you anything? Because, a lot of people are hesitant to just tell a stranger a lot of stuff, okay? I mean, I know you're a life coach and it's there and they want to talk, but can you create a system for somebody who's hesitant?
It depends on how they answer the questions based on the system that I have. Like I said, what I have is the R3 method, and the R3 method is literally designed with the right questions for me to say, okay, they be like, well, I don't know which way I want to go right now. Once I ask these questions and I ask what you think about certain subjects pertaining to shifting the mindset, self-awareness, and call to action, 9 times out of 10, you know what you have to do. So I guess that's a mini action plan being made because you have it in your mind already, the direction you want to go. But in terms of the whole system, I don't ever have that created. It can be created, but I don't ever have the whole system created based off because it's specific to each individual. To each individual.
Okay. LaDonna says that there's a lot of free energy. Tap in. This is about your greater good. I love building. This is for me. I've been waiting on the correct assistance. I'm blessed to meet all of you guys. Thank you all. Thank you, Jeff. Rise up. Rise up.
that's right.
Thank you,
so
Madonna.
Jeff, during a session, you expect your client to know pretty much what they want for their end results, and then to open up to you during your sessions. And then once you guys set different goals and things that they need to do, you expect that to be done by the time they come back to you if there's another session that is needed, correct?
I don't ever set expectations.
Okay.
I give them a goal to do, but I don't expect them to do it. Because the thing is, if I put that expectation on them to actually achieve the goal, that means I'm putting my emotion in there. And the next time we meet, it's a lot harder to get to the root of the problem when your emotion is in it. So see, that's the thing. I have to keep myself out of it emotionally, because if I don't, then it will become that frustration we talked about earlier. That frustration will kick in, and then it'll be like I'm putting in too much of myself. That's how you have to separate yourself from the actual gift that you have. It's a part of you, but you have to know how to harness the coaching as well, so you don't get too involved. And people tell you a lot of stuff. People tell you the most deepest, innermost secrets, stuff that happened to them when they was a child, whether rape, molestation, all that type of stuff, people will divulge this information. So I don't put too much expectations on people because 9 times out of 10, you got to think about it. We are all human beings. Would you put that expectation on yourself to do everything right the first time?
Oh, no, not necessarily. No, definitely not.
There you go.
No.
So
because it's a process.
There you go. So if you wouldn't do it with yourself, I can't expect that from my clients.
Okay, that's interesting.
But you know what? Let's take the focus and put it on Natalie. I'm curious to see some life coaching with her. I know some of the things that she's trying to do and some of the goals that she shared with me. So I'm going to let her talk about it because it's her goals and her plans. And I want you to kind of interject and see how you would give her life coaching.
Okay, before you do that, do me a favor, Natalie. Log off and then log back on so that we can see if we can get you caught up with everybody. All right.
Okay.
All right. She has a slight delay. She'll be right back. Coach Jeff Releford. That's who we're talking to. And if you guys have questions, put them in here. Don't be afraid. A lot of people are so afraid to even put their names up here. That's crazy, man. But
yes, they are.
That's okay. It's all right. Jeff, so real quick before Natalie comes back on. So when do you at what point do you see a change, or how do you gauge that there's a change or that what you're doing is actually helping?
It's through the response, through the actions that they do. You know, if they're willing to provide movement towards the goal, that's when the change naturally starts to happen. Because if you're able to move, that means we've shifted your mindset. You've learned already how certain things will affect you through the process, and now through your action, you're willing to do it. You know what I mean? And some people do need help with it. Like I had to help my client on Saturday get to a certain goal with something. I try to be hands off on it so they can learn, but I had to walk her through a little bit of the steps to how to do it. So now I said, this is how you do it. Now you can implement this. And then when you sit in front of...
Copy.
Excuse me?
I don't think she was talking to us. Natalie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm back. Is that better?
You're still on delay. You're still on the delay, but we're gonna get it in. Okay, we're gonna get it in. So we gonna, like Gina said, let's just turn it over. Natalie, Jeff, do your thing, bro.
Okay. So one thing I want to say to you, Natalie, is this. So with your goals and everything that you have, right now you have to put yourself in the no judgment zone, okay? Everything no question is stupid, no idea is stupid. You have to remember that this is your dream, okay? These are your goals, this is your destiny. You have control over that. So whatever you choose to share within this next hour, we can discuss it. If you don't put it on the table, we're not going to talk about it. That's how it works. So I want you to just be mindful of that. So anything that you want, you can get it right now.
Okay. So, as Greg said, I am an author, and shout out to Gina and Dag. I am a Dag award-winning author. I currently have 2 books out, and I'm about to release 3 sequels next month. And so right now, my challenge is my marketing and getting the books out there. Obviously, I want my books to be bestsellers. I want to sell as many copies as possible. So that's my challenge right now is marketing, because I'm doing everything on my own. I am self-published. So it's balancing that with being a mom and taking care of my household. I'm also a photographer, so I'm managing my photography business. So this is where I am right now.
Okay. So you need help with marketing. Now, see, what I'm going to do with you is I'm going to take notes.
Okay.
So you need help with marketing. Now I'm going to ask you, do you have a social media presence at the moment?
I do, yes. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
Do you go live on all these different platforms?
No. I have
there
done
it is.
a couple of videos on TikTok. I know,
Mm-hmm.
I know, and I'm trying to get better. I'm actually for my book launch for my sequels. I am planning to do a Facebook Live. Whew, that's going to be a
Okay.
big one for me.
Okay. And see, normally, I'm gonna be honest with you. Um, that is the number one thing that I deal with people when they have their businesses, or in your case, your books and everything that you know how to do, your writings and such. You have to let people know. That's the hardest thing for us to do. You have to let people know what it is that you're doing and what it is that you're about. They're not gonna know. You know, it doesn't, and it really tell you the truth, Natalie, it doesn't profit you much to go ahead and get ready to do your event and nobody knows about it right now.
Okay.
You know, they have to know. And how far are you trying to do this in? What? Give me a date.
May 1st.
Oh, Jesus, May 1st. That girl, that's right around the corner.
Tomorrow.
Yes.
It is.
You should have been doing this maybe a couple months ago. Maybe a couple
Okay.
months ago,
I
getting
have
it out.
put some teasers. I just hadn't put the actual date out, and I
Okay.
actually do plan to post the actual date on tomorrow. Was my target date to
Okay.
put that out.
Okay. Okay. So with you doing all this, how often are you actually going live? How often are you actually doing videos? Like, I know how often I go live, and I'm gonna be honest with you, it ain't much sometimes because I have a busy schedule, but I have built up a presence, and that is what you want to make sure you built up. You need a presence, so when people actually watch you and they know, they're going to tune in to the information that you're saying. You know what I mean? Because normally your main group of followers, they will share the information that you have. They will let other people know. They will promote for you. They will say certain things for you. Natalie, I know you got some ride or dies in your group. I know you got ride or dies in your
Yes.
group. There you go. You got one
Yes.
right up there.
Yes.
You know you got ride or dies.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So once you put it out there, they'll share it. Definitely. Greg too.
We
You know,
will.
they'll put it
We
out
will.
there. I'll
We
share it.
will.
Let me
We
know what's
all
going on.
will.
We all will. You
May
know.
I interject?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Natalie started this thing called, what's it called? Something Tuesday.
Tuesday Tattler. The
Tuesday
Tuesday
tab.
Tattler.
Oh my
Hmm.
gosh. It is so different that it
Is
caught
it still
my
going?
eye. She, no,
I'm gone.
no. I told her, I'm like, look, it's not much on Facebook that catches my eye. But when
Yeah.
something catches my eye, what do, guys? I send it to all you guys. I'm like, look at
Mm-hmm.
this.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what I did. And I told her, I said, this is amazing. Like, she had me laughing so hard. I
Mm-hmm.
played that about 5 times
Okay.
in a row. That's her niche right there. If you see certain
Okay.
people doing certain things, it ties it to them.
Yeah.
It's like their brand.
Mm-hmm.
And that was something that was different,
Very
and she
clever.
was very unique and very clever.
Mm-hmm.
She really
Thank
needs
you.
to grow on that. And it should be something she does every week, every
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks, something that, hey,
Mm-hmm.
I was waiting for the next one. I was sitting on the edge of my seat, like, when is the next one coming?
There you
And
go.
see, and let me ask you
That
this
is
too,
so
Chef.
far out of my comfort zone.
So
I had to
That's
really
where you
push
need to be
myself
though,
to do that.
Natalie.
I think I did.
But that was very, very good because it caught my eye even before Gina. I had seen. I was like, oh wait, I had to replay it. I was like, oh my god, it was hilarious, and it was like,
okay, so see,
it
we
was
we, we
good.
get we get into a thing now. Okay, so Natalie, you're trying to get your business on a higher level, okay? And I know that's frustrating, okay? And sometimes you do have to talk to somebody because with a different mindset who's not trying to tell you what to do, but trying to
Yep.
make you do something different, okay? And
Mhm.
I'm mad because I'm a guy that's like this, all right? If it's going, keep going until it can't go no more, all right? Roll that stuff out, okay?
There you
Keep
go.
it going, okay? But we interrupted enough, okay? So Jeff, she's trying to get some information, and again, Natalie, he ain't telling you what to do, all right? He's telling you to tell yourself what to do, all right? But she's trying to get some information on how she should do her thing.
And
Okay,
I appreciate that. I like working that way.
and Gina just brought it up. She called her out. Actually, she threw her
Yeah.
under the train tracks. All right, but go ahead, do what you do, man. Hearing all what you just heard, continue.
Man, that's interesting. See, so now you got the Tuesday Tattler. Now I want you to go in a little bit more on the Tuesday Tattler real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Go in a little bit more on that for me.
Okay. So the Tuesday Tattler was a mysterious person who was telling information about the release of my sequels before I actually put it out there myself.
Okay.
So
Okay.
she was in the dark. She's got glasses and a wig and a hood, and she's, like I said, she's releasing the information, and then there's this light that comes in, and then she freaks out and runs out so she doesn't get caught. But she did eventually did get caught, and I ended that one with saying that I would be releasing my information myself instead of the Tuesday Tattler.
Now see,
Hmm.
you should stick with that Tuesday Tattler right there. You should.
Yeah.
Anytime you come out with something new,
a
anytime
niche.
you want to put out something that's interesting or unique, and don't nobody know nothing about it, they need to see they need to see the Tuesday Tattler. They need to see. They don't need to see you. They need to see Tuesday Tattler, because she gonna give up some sauce some way. She trying to give up some sauce that keep the people on the edge of their seat. They wondering like,
Right.
what is she coming up with next? See, that's what's reeling people in. You need to keep that Tuesday Tattler, girl.
Okay.
Oh yeah, keep that Tuesday Tattler. So then, and it's once a week too. It's once a week, so that way you are building something that people have something to look forward to. That is perfect, girl. You better keep that. If you, I'm gonna go look for the Tuesday Tattler myself. If you don't keep her, we all gonna try to find her. Okay?
She holding out. How you gonna hold? How you gonna hold out?
And you can keep that going with even when your book is out, where you can say something like what's in the book, like, "Hey, Gina, such and such and such and such. I wonder what she's gonna do next." Hey, chapter so and so in my book, da 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 da. And and that'd be like, oh, wait a minute,
Gotcha.
let me go get this book. What's going on? And and things like that. And even at the end of the book, you can say, I wonder what they're gonna do now. Will they do this? Will they do that? And then that can lead right into the next series.
Interesting. We're talking with
perfect.
Coach Jeff Releford, life coach, and we got Natalie Murphy here, author, award-winning author. I'll put that on top. And she's, Jeff is giving us some great information. And she's not asking about anything that's psychological or anything like that. She's asking straight up, okay, look, I got this business. This is what I want to do. How can I get to that next level? Okay, this is and Jeff, this is what life coaching is about. I imagine. Okay, it doesn't have to be, because people think about life coaching, they'd be like, okay, well, my boyfriend, he did this and that. Okay, well, my money ain't coming in, and I don't feel good. My head hurt. Okay, stuff like that. Okay, but life coaching is about it's life. It's everything.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yep.
And everybody's in a different place. So the life coaching is going to be different for each person. Am I correct, Jeff?
And you are correct on that. This is why I keep everything open. I keep my mindset broadened, because I've been hit with a lot of different stuff. I've been hit with the emotional side. I've been hit with the business side. I've been hit with people just being skeptical on which way they want to go in life, the whole nine. And the thing is, people say have a certain niche with life coaching, but I'm going to be honest with you. Me not having a certain niche has been one of the biggest blessings, because I can reach more people and I can help more people hone in on different things that they want, rather than just staying in one area. So it's beautiful. I love it.
And this right here is, it may be part of life coaching, but it's what I've experienced and what I know being an author and being out there. A lot of times we want things to come right away. And in this industry, you have to build your brand. You have to build your following. Jeff talked about that. The biggest thing is building that following. Building that following means being consistent with what you do. If people are expecting to see you at 7 o'clock on Monday, they're going to be looking for you at 7 o'clock on Monday. So when you do that Tuesday Tattler, people are expecting the Tuesday Tattler, and you're going to get more people to start seeing it. It's all about algorithms too. The more people that come on and see it, the more people are going, the Facebook and the social media is going to push whatever it is that you're showing to the top. And so you have to be consistent so that the algorithms will push it up.
And you said you have a TikTok too, right?
Okay.
Yes.
See, I'm
Yes,
gonna tell you the
that's where you'll see
information
the Tuesday Tattler.
Okay, that's what you see Tuesday Tattler. Now I'm gonna tell you the information that I was given about the TikTok too, because my people, they help me out too to help gain understanding about different platforms and stuff. So see, this is what I do also. I regurgitate information. Everything don't always have to come from my expertise as well, because as I do things, I'm learning also. See, that's a part of life. I'm learning also. So different information that I get, I pass it on to my clients as well. So Natalie, this is the thing. When you're on TikTok, I was told that the algorithm is different. You have to post more consistently. The Tuesday Tattler might be good, more so better for YouTube. You know what I mean? Because you could probably because it's like, what they say, 2 times out of the week. If you do 2 posts out of the week from YouTube, you can build your following that way. Yeah. And if you're going to go ahead and use TikTok, see, that's more like an everyday type thing. You know what I mean? You got to have content every day to really build that following, to really build up that algorithm. Facebook is a good platform to go ahead and do your videos 2 times out of the week, 2-3 times out the week. You know what I mean? So you might want to use Tuesday Tattler as the platform, but then give some little tidbits of some stuff. You know what I mean? Now that can just be you. And Natalie, that's you building your brand. You know, you can take those other segments to build your brand, put your personality into it so they can connect with the author. You know what I mean? So they can connect with your writings and the things that you're putting out. But yeah, if you're going to use that TikTok, hit that. You got to get the habit of hitting that every day. And I'm not perfect with that, but you got to hit that every day. So.
Yeah, authoress Michelle Kane says, yes, consistency is the key. She's another author that's been involved with the Distinguished Authors Guild. Shout out to authoress Michelle Kane.
Hey, Michelle.
No, don't hate Michelle. She stood us up one day, man. No, I'm messing with you, Michelle. Things happen, man. Don't start laughing. It's all good. So Natalie, I'm a little put off because, again, consistency, like Michelle said, consistency and getting it out there. And you put it on TikTok, you have no choice but to be consistent, all right? And Jeff gave a lot of great advice, okay? Use YouTube, use it as your platform. YouTube as a platform and get it out there, okay? But let me ask you this, okay? And Jeff, you can piggyback off of it if you want. Sometimes, and you're writing the books, okay, and everything, and that's less of you, being less intrusive of your personal space. All right, you're able to write, so nobody's looking at you, and this and that. You're able to write, put it out there, and you do that with consistency. All right, are you afraid? That's just a overall question. Are you afraid? Because once you put yourself out there with the what was it called, the Tattler, the
Tuesday
Tattler. You
Tattler.
put yourself out there, that's face, okay? When you start putting it on TikTok, that's face. When you start putting it on YouTube, that's face. Are you afraid for people to see you, as opposed to, you're writing and you just push it out like that?
Yeah, there is definitely some fear in that. I've never been one that want to be out front, but I do recognize that if I'm going to be successful in getting my book out there, I have to push myself out there. And that's how the Tuesday Tattler came about, because I was like, okay, I need to get out there. I need to do something different. And so that idea came to me and I ran with it. And yeah, by that third one, I was like, whew, this is really taking me out of my comfort zone. I need to sit back a minute. But yeah, there's definitely fear attached to it. Because you're putting yourself out there for everybody to.
I'm sorry. That's the thing, Jeff. Getting out of the comfort zone, okay? Shout out to Colin Smith, one half lit, okay? That dude is so talented. I'm saying, in front of and behind the camera, that dude is talented. I'm telling y'all, if you want to, Colin, shout out to Colin Smith. Anyway, but that's the problem sometimes, Jeff. And I think we've talked about this.
Oh yeah.
Marcella has talked about it a lot, and Gina has as well, and Maurice has. All the time, people get locked in this box. Okay, this comfort zone, which is the box. That comfort zone is not. I mean, it's cool. You can walk around butt ass naked and stuff in the comfort zone. Okay, but getting out of that comfort zone, putting some clothes on, or even walking butt ass naked outside that box, okay, and being strong enough to say, hey, this is me, take me for what I am, okay?
Exactly.
I mean, what do you, when she says what she just said, Jeff, how do you go to the next level with her?
See, it's a process with that, because somebody like Natalie, I'm not. If I tell you to go live at 2 p.m. on Thursday to give a little snippet of your book out, I'm not going to expect you to do that the first time, because I already know you scared. Because if you wasn't scared, you got the platforms, you would have been doing it already. I already know it's something blocking you from doing that. And 9 times out of 10, like Greg just said, it is that fear. We call that a limiting belief. That's what we call it. A limiting belief is something that is a belief that you already have in your head that's stopping you from taking you to the next level. So if you believe that nobody is going to listen to you or grasp a hold of the information that you're willing to put out, that's going to internally stop you from moving forward. So that's what we have to get over. We have to get over your whole thought process of you believing in yourself. Because once you believe in the information that you put out, this is also why product knowledge is so key to all of this, because you have to know what you're selling. You have to know what you're putting out. And if you wrote it, you should believe in it. That's the main thing. If you wrote it, you should. That came from somewhere.
And it's not the fear of what I wrote. I believe what I wrote. I believe what I wrote is good. It's just, if there was a way that I could push it out there without necessarily having my face out front, I would do that. But I do recognize that's not going to happen.
It don't work like that.
So I do. Sure.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Finish your thought, please.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
I'm sorry. You said there was some fear in coming out and showing your face. What inspired you to actually get out there to do Tuesday Tatler, and then to do it again and to do it again? What was that push that pushed you out?
You better ask that question, Marcella. You better ask that question. Go ahead.
I had to push the fear down. I had to push the fear away. When I did Tuesday Tatler, that fear was still there. But again, I know I have to push past me to get where I want to get to.
Well, that's part of success. If you had no fear of what you're doing, then you that a part of success is taking that next step. Like Steve Harvey say, jump. That's that next step. You got to jump.
Exactly.
Being fearless, you got to get out there and do it.
And
now,
using
Jeff,
that fear as a stepping stone to the next step.
Yes.
Now, Jeff, can life coaching help her with that aspect?
It's yes, definitely. Yes, definitely. Because the term I just put out there, living in belief, you know what I mean? That's definitely what she's dealing with. That's definitely all of what she's dealing with. And the thing is, with being pushed to reach her specific goal that she has, it will push her to go live more. It'll push her to tell more of her story with a book. It'll push her to build more of her brand. It'll push her to be more of the personality that she needs to be. So definitely, life coach will help, because who are we going to build up? We are actually going to build the personality of Natalie. That is who we're going to build. We are going to build Natalie's brand based off of what she has put out, what she is getting ready to put out, and what people have a possibility of seeing what she can put out in the future. That's what we're going to build Natalie around.
What you think, Natalie?
Sounds like a plan to me. I'm all in.
She all in. That's what I like to hear.
Get out that box. Gotta get out that box.
And I recognize that too.
So as because she's smiling, so I think it's kind of working a little bit. You know what I mean? She's smiling, all right. And plus, you're a life coach, and we the life coachettes, all right. So
life coachettes.
So we pushing as well, okay? Because like I said, I didn't know anything about a Tuesday Tatler, but you know me, consistency is the key.
I think that is an awesome idea.
When
I
you
mean,
guys see that Tuesday Tatler,
Well,
you're going to be like, wow.
I did a partial preview, and that right there, first of all,
yes, I'm
it
at to
tells
too.
that is a really, really, really great way to get people into your space in that book. You know,
Natalie, quick
Definitely.
question about that fear. Is that fear from maybe someone telling you that it's not going to work? Or, like, where can you say that fear? What is that fear coming from?
Ooh, that fear is an old fear, and I recognize it. That's why I fight against it. That comes from my youth. I was picked on a
There it
lot,
is.
so I withdrew as opposed to stand out up front because I figured if I pull back, nobody will see me, and if you can't see me, you can't bother me.
Okay.
And I, like I say, I recognize that that's where it comes from, and that's why I do fight against it. But it's there, it's there, definitely there.
Okay. Something that I
This
tell
right here
people
is
it's a lot.
it's not a lot, but it's taking me out of my comfort zone because I know there are people watching that I don't know. So yeah.
And also, the more that you go out and you go live, people are going to ask you to come on and do interviews. So this is also why when you do the Tuesday Tattler, you do your other things, you develop you as a personality. Greg always say this all the time, developing yourself as the personality behind the books and your brand. That is what's going to propel you forward so far. Because I'm telling you, Natalie, once you get over that fear, I'm talking about it's gone. That fear that's gone. And then you're the one talking about, then the fear is gone because you're able to talk about the past fear to use that to help bring up other people as well. See, that's also a part of the life coaching. Also, we use your story to go ahead and uplift and build up other people. So as you move on your journey, what you came out of, now you're able to incorporate what you came out of into your business platform as well. So see, it comes full circle. People think you always got to talk to a therapist, you got to do all this. Sometimes you just have to face what's in front of you. Because if you're able to face what's in front of you, then you're going to put in the work, and then you could turn around, flip it, and be a blessing to somebody else.
Absolutely. I was Natalie. Natalie, I had that same fear, and I'm an introvert. That's why I'm an introvert. So it was very difficult. I took the challenge of doing the introduction for my church's cable station. This was huge for me. Every morning, every Sunday morning, I would do the introduction for the church's cable channel, and that's what brought me out. And I learned techniques like not looking into the audience, looking above their head, things like that. I learned those techniques to keep the fear away. And even now, even on the show, there's certain things I do. Sometimes I'm not looking with the camera into each, the panel. I may take it off the screen so that I can speak more fluently. And it helps me to speak more fluently because now I'm not catching everybody's eye and getting caught up because I'm scared or, the fear jumps in. So there are techniques, and I'm sure Coach Releford is going to tell you those different techniques you can use to get over those types of fears. And that's how you have to get over them. You just have to take those challenges and use it to help you build yourself up.
And you're gonna mess up too, okay? When I
Yep.
first started doing television, okay, I didn't want to be in front of the camera. I did not want to be in front of the camera. I was a singer. I wanted to get out there and sing, but I didn't want to be in front of no camera every day for people to look at me and this and that. Okay, even though I do look good, but I didn't want to be in front of the camera like that. All right, so my very first time that I interviewed, and I'll make this brief. I interviewed an artist. I don't know if you all are familiar. Jeff, you definitely ain't familiar. MC Breed. All right.
Nope.
That was the first person that I interviewed, and it was terrible. It was the worst. It was terrible, and I said, you know what, I can't do this. But he pulled me to the side. Now, this guy, you see him on the videos and this and that, all right? He said, hey, man, look, relax. He said, put your hand on my shoulder. I was like, no, bruh. He was like, no, I'm serious, man. He said, put your hand on my shoulder. I put my head on his shoulder. He said, now look me in my eyes. I'm like, dude, this is very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. He said, look me in my eyes, all right? He said, now slap my shoulder. I said, all right, okay, cool. He said, what do you feel? I said, a shoulder. He said, you feel another person. I'm just a human being, okay? I may have done some things, but I'm just a human being, okay? I'm just like you. You afraid to talk to me because you see me on TV and this and that, all right? But you know what? I'm just as afraid to talk to you, okay? Because now I got to be a certain way so that I can push my stuff out, all right? You're going to make mistakes. It's not going to be perfect. None of this is going to be perfect, all right? But as you go along, you're going to get there. You're going to continuously get the. And I just watched the TikTok, okay? So you cool with doing that, right? Because you got the glasses and the wig on and all this other stuff. You're cool with that, right? Now you're being anonymous. You are still behind
a mask. That's a mask.
But you created a personality.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
And as you created that personality can go. Nobody ever has to know. Well, our audience knows now, but nobody ever has to know that's you. You created a personality, and I think that right there with a little bit more, what I want to call it, fine tuning, that's going to be huge. But you got to keep going. You got to put some consistency with that crap, man. For real. Anyway, Gina, yes, Gina, I can. Gina said, Jeff, you can go ahead and answer that while I hook this up. She ain't gonna know anyway, but go ahead.
What was I answering?
Yeah.
Because I had heard you talk. And I
asked the question too.
I was like, what was the question?
I think we all right.
Yeah, we was like, what we asked? Okay.
Yeah. All right.
That's that jet lag.
Hey, Greg. Greg, you starting to sound like me now.
It's all right, brother.
Starting to sound like me now.
You know what? What I find when people have fear, a lot of times is fear of what others are going to say, what others are going to think, and things of that nature. And something that I tell people a lot: never allow someone else's ignorance to define your worth and your value.
Yeah.
Know who you are, know your worth, know your value, and keep on pushing. There are going to always be naysayers out there. There's going to always be someone who want to be you, want to be like you. And you know what you have. You know your God-given talents, your anointings, your skills, and things of that nature. Like Jeff and everyone has been telling you, and everyone for our viewers as well, take that step. The provision is already there. You know what your purpose is. Take that step. And again, do not allow someone else's ignorance to define your worth and your value.
Because you got to remember what they're ignorant to. They are ignorant to all the information that you have inside of you. That's what they're ignorant to. They're ignorant to all the information that you have inside of you to push everything out. So all the knowledge that you got about what you do, all the different ways that you can implement it, they can't do that mess. So if they're going to criticize, tell them to get up and do what you're doing. They can't do it because that's specifically built and made just for you personally. There it is.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Greg is just talking and he's
on mute. Yeah.
Love you, Greg.
Anyway.
Starting to look more and more like MOB.
Natalie, you're going to win an Oscar. Just don't slap nobody.
She already won an Oscar.
How you go?
Ain't no damn Oscar. That's a Roger. Hey, Natalie, check this out. We're going to play your piece right now. You cool with that? Look at it.
I'm cool with that.
Like, what?
Embrace it because
wait a minute, and she delayed too, so that made it even funnier.
I said yes. Go ahead.
I'm gonna play it anyway. Y'all check this out, and y'all see what I'm talking about. Anybody, you can comment on it, guys. Okay, so this is Tuesday Tattler. Is it? Yeah, let's check this out.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. You don't know me, but I'm the Tuesday Tattler. Have you read this book? Then Came You? It's by Natalie R. Murphy. It's a romance novel that she won an award for. I ain't supposed to tell nobody, but there's a sequel coming out soon. Stay posted on Tuesday. I'm a Tuesday Tattler. I'm gonna turn that light off.
That was good.
See, there you go.
I'm telling you, I'm like, that was hilarious.
And people are nosy. They be like, wait a minute, what's she talking about? Oh, wait a minute. What's she whispering? What's she whispering about? What's that? Oh, let me see. Oh. Okay.
Man,
Oh my goodness.
you can build the whole Tuesday Tattler on TikTok just as a person alone.
That's a whole book, Tuesday Tattler.
Man, that's
another book right there.
Tuesday Tattler can blow up
that
one
was
day.
so far out of my comfort zone. That was something that I pushed myself to do.
You know what?
I commend you for that. That was good.
That was inside of you all the time. You just wanted to do it so bad. You're like, I'm gonna do this, and you put it out there to see what happens. I think it's a genius. I think it is genius.
That was good.
It really is.
Getting out there and doing it, just doing it. I mean,
Thank you.
Definitely.
Jeff, it's 8:00. Can we put some life coaching? Can you just tell us something?
Already life coaching.
Hold up, a nugget gem to those out there that have a fear that they're trying to overcome. What can you tell someone on that note?
I'm gonna just be real blunt. You're not gonna give it over that fear unless you just do it. You're just not gonna. If you don't confront it head on, if you don't at least try. And that's all I ask people to do. Just try. I don't care if you cry. I don't care if you get upset. I don't care if you get angry. I don't care what you do. Whatever type of emotion you show out, at least you tried it. So at least you know how you're going to react to it. You're going to know you're going to know you may figure out some strengths or some weaknesses that come out of that anger or some of those tears that you shed. But you have to at least try it. Because the thing is, if you don't try it, it'll always be that dark cloud over you all the time. It'll always be that lingering. And you'll be trying to ask, well, what is this about? How come I can't get rid of it? You can't get rid of it because you never put no action behind it. So put action behind your fear.
All right. That was good. Good little gem.
What's up, Bree? She says, hello, beautiful people.
Hi, Bree.
What's up, Bree?
Hey, Bree.
Notice only the beautiful people answer.
Yeah, this is good stuff. So
That was a good tip. That was very good tip, Jeff.
Thank you. So let me see what we got here. So I took some notes. You said marketing, social media. You said you have you got a TikTok. You have a Facebook. You said YouTube too, correct?
I do not have YouTube at this time.
Okay, so you got Facebook and TikTok. Okay, Facebook and TikTok. And
Instagram.
Oh, Instagram. That's what it was. Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Let me write that down. Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got the Tuesday Tattler. She comes on and she helped release some your sequels or anything you got coming out. That's good. We know the consistency that you have to do. The consistency has to be at least 2 times a week on Facebook. We know at least you have to be very consistent on TikTok with the Tuesday Tattler. Right. And if you're going to do Instagram, I don't quite know that algorithm, but you have to put something out there. You got to put something out there as a base. I don't think that algorithm is too strong, but that's definitely something I can get back to you on. I put it out there. I could definitely get back to you on it. But yes, we focused on the fear within the videos and the lives. We focused on that, going a little bit deeper, saying that it comes from your childhood, and you are overcoming that with the Tuesday Tattler. You said it's something that you continue to overcome, you continue to face. So what I got out of this is with your marketing, with your branding, with your social media presence, with you just getting more product knowledge about your books, your writings, anything else that you're going to have tied connected to that, you will overcome that fear. You just got to be consistent with it. And see, guess what? Natalie, this is all stuff that you created, that you designed, and that you put out there. So everything that you have done thus far is inside of you so that you can overcome your existing fears that you already had inside of you. Ain't that wild? See, but we don't think about it like that. We don't think about it like that. We don't realize that if we just use the gifts and we figure out what we have been blessed to do and called to do, that we can use those very same aspects to overcome, I like to say trauma or different type of things that we have developed or that is built up in our lives. And you're doing just that, Natalie.
And you know, Natalie, also, and that's great advice, John. I think we all learned a little bit right tonight. I do have a suggestion, though. You know, if you don't, you know, when Jeff mentions consistency, you know, we all need that. Before that Tuesday Tatler, that was what, a minute, 1 minute. All right. So, do you just Tuesday tattle about your book or others?
Yes, just about. It's been just about the release of the sequels.
Okay, so if once you got comfortable when you did that one, you know, somebody cut the light on, of course. But once you get comfortable, and this is something that I do, if I'm doing something, a project, we'll call it, I'm gonna do 5, 6, 7 episodes of whatever I'm doing, so that way, if I do have an opportunity where I got a lot of stuff coming up, or I just don't want to do it right now, I got 7 that I can pop out real quick. All right, especially with something short like that. It's just a minute. You can do whatever you got to do with that, and it doesn't have to just be, because now you've created a personality. It doesn't just have to be about your book. Maybe you can talk about Distinguished Author Guild authors, but you create a personality, and that personality, the Tuesday Tatler, could come on Tuesday and say, you know, I don't like the fact that they's fighting in Russia, okay? Or I don't like this and that, okay? If you want to relegate it to just literary, fine. But why can't the Tuesday Tatler talk about what she wants every day, anytime, anything, every day? I mean, well, Tuesdays. You know, nobody's expecting, you know, pow.
I got you.
Yeah, you know,
Okay.
that's a personality. Personality. I'm sorry, Coach.
No, that's great. That's great advice, because that's part of the stuff. See, a lot of this also comes out during longevity, because some of the advice that we give too, that we've given on here, some of this, see, we expedite the process, you know, but I had a feeling that was going to happen, because that happens when you ask certain questions and we start honing in deeper on certain things. So that's why you don't ever close nothing like that off. But normally when we do the one-on-one, see, we'll develop this over time, and we'll hit each and every one of these aspects that you brought up and you talked about, and we'll make sure that you're sticking to it, and we'll make sure that you're also still overcoming. You're going to naturally overcome the fear anyway with all of this stuff that you're going to do. So what the main goal is to keep you busy. You know, the main goal is to keep you busy and always mastering your craft and honing in on it. So then you become the expert on your product, and then you become the expert on how to get your own personality out there and how to market it. You know what I mean? So you develop your own system, how to do it, and nobody else can tell you how to do that. So if somebody else come in and give a suggestion, you say, nah, this is what's working for me. This is what we getting good results from this. You already know it's working, so you don't have to change it. We get you comfortable so we can, once again, get you on that consistency path, you know?
So how's it going, Nat?
Okay.
You liking what you hear?
I am liking what I'm hearing, and I'm formulating ideas. The idea that you gave about doing more than one at a time, that was actually floating around in my head. So you just confirmed that for me. So yeah.
And you have a big head, so I mean a lot of stuff can float. So if you no, I'm just joking. I'm just
Really, Greg?
That was some of the stuff that I used to get teased about as a kid.
Oh, I'm sorry.
See, now we rehashing. Oh man, we moving backward, man. All the progress we done made in like an hour's worth of time. Oh, Greg, look at you. Was dropping them gems and nuggets, and now we back at square one.
All that is extra brain power.
All right.
Natalie, I like that shirt that you have on. Let's see that shirt, Nat.
Yes.
It's black.
This is my dad t-shirt.
Should have known. Okay.
What's up?
Distinguished Authors Guild.
Absolutely.
All
Yeah,
right.
it's all right.
Yes, absolutely.
It's all right.
It's
Ooh, and that's
cute.
an
It
and
is
that's another
nice.
thing to remember too,
Hater.
Natalie. You
Merch.
What?
got yourself an award for your book too. A lot of people cannot
Yes.
say that they have awards for their books as well. So if anything, somebody had to seek you out. You were out somewhere. You know what I mean? Somebody saw what you was providing, or you reached out and you saw what was being provided, and you linked up and you connected with Gina. And then look at that. Now for a book
Yes.
that you wrote, you got an award for it. So that's the thing, yo. See, you got to use these other things to leverage as well. You know what I mean? Use everything that you got. I don't care what type of accomplishment. I don't care what type of skill. Use everything that you got to leverage and push out your books, yo. Because that's what's going to help. I'm telling you, and DAG ain't something that's going to be small either. This is going to continue to grow and grow and grow. So with you being on the ground floor of something that has the potential to grow like that, that also helps so much of the credibility. Anything that you get connected to your brand, it always helps credibility. Any interview you get, any award that you get, anything like that. So use all of that to leverage it.
It just never
Okay.
never ceases to amaze me that people who do some great things, like there's a bunch of authors that are out there, but you guys are afraid to talk. You guys are afraid to emote. Yeah, and you can write the shit out of something, okay? But
Because our gift is in the pen.
man, dang, Greg. I'm just saying they don't say
He ain't
nothing.
lying,
But you
though.
know what? We compensate through writing.
Writing. Mm-hmm.
And that's where we put our emotions and our thoughts. We can think better writing than we can speaking.
And I get that, okay, but my
I don't
thing
know
is,
about you, Gina. You look like you could do both of them pretty good.
Wow.
I had to learn it though, Mo. It didn't come easy. I'm so serious. It did not
she is
come
her brother's
easy.
sister. She is her brother's sister. Okay.
All right.
Anybody come over here, I'm gonna make you talk. You gotta do something, okay? You got to look, bring it. But this is what I've done for a long, long, long time. So I don't have any problems getting in front of people in this. And I understand exactly what you're saying, Natalie. Jeff, that is such great advice that you're giving her, because a lot of people can't break that shell. All right. They need somebody who doesn't know them actually to tell them, hey man, look, check this out. Natalie, I don't know you like that, okay? But to see that TikTok, I'm a creative person, okay? And I see that's creative. All right, It's creative. It covers your forehead. The wig does, and the glasses. Look at Garcella's like, Greg, what are you doing? I'm joking. I'm joking, Natalie. I'm joking.
No, I know. Look, I know the struggle, Natalie.
It's real, ain't it?
All that.
I got a 5 head.
Extra
I don't
brain
have a
power.
4 head.
Extra
I got a
brain
5
power.
head.
Come on, extra brain power.
That's what it is.
I wear
got
hats, so I got a messed up hairline. I don't care. Talk about me.
I got a 5 head, man.
But no, Natalie, that is so creative. That is so creative, and we want to make sure that we're going to share.
Thank you.
Of course. But we want to through Jeff, make sure that you're getting everything you can for this hour, number one. Okay, and make sure that you at least
I appreciate
it. You gotta let your brand walk on its own legs at some point. And right now you hold it. You got it in that high chair. Okay, it's kicking, but it can't go nowhere. Hey, get out that box. Get out of that box. Jeff, if there was something that you could well, first of all, Natalie, do you have any more questions for the life coach?
I'm sorry, I missed that.
I said, do you have any more questions for the life coach?
No, I'm good. At the moment I'm good.
Okay, so Jeff, your client has sat down. She's talked about a little bit. All right. So this would be like the first session. What would you surmise from this first session?
Oh wow, them notes that I took and then I went over beforehand. That's why I take notes. I take notes so that way once we get done, my client has a whole summary of what we talked about. And that way, see, and this is the trick. I don't know if any other life coaches are watching, so y'all gonna get a little tidbit as well. So this is the trick to developing the action plan as we go. This is why you have conversation with your client and you ask the right questions. So you see what certain things stem from. So as you're writing and taking the notes, because all this is notes on paper to what we talked about.
Wow.
That is how the action plan develops. And this is how we create a line of consistency. So everything I said on what life coaching is, how I use it and how it works, y'all got a chance to see it right here. So this is it. This is the real deal with what we do. Now I ain't gonna say all life coaches do it the same way, because we definitely don't.
Right.
But if you come over here to this side, we're gonna make sure that you at least can get to the goals that you want to do, because you set them out yourself, and nobody came in front of you and told you what you had to do.
See that, Natalie? Didn't tell you what you had to do, and you were able to smile and open up a little bit. And we found out some things about you that we did not know. All right, at least I didn't know. Gina probably knew it all, but I didn't know.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't know nothing either.
So there we go. A successful life coaching first session. Okay, and as time goes on, now Jeff, once they do that and they've had that session, they've opened up, you've taken your notes, you talk to them about, okay, this is what we got this first one. What do you do the next time?
What we do is I usually give a time frame. Starting to give a time frame of about 3 weeks to a month to see if they actually complete the goals. Then if you do not complete the goals, next time we meet up, I always ask why. Because there's always a reason why you couldn't get it done. I don't care how it is. They say, well, I don't know. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. Nah, you know why. You know what's stopping you from doing it. So we kind of dig in a little deeper as to what's stopping you. And now this determines on if I'm able to see if you can actually do it yourself, or we sit through the session and we actually walk through those steps together. Because that's a part of it too, because I have to be able to guide you. That's a part of it. I have to be able to guide you. If I can't guide you, that's me not fulfilling the rest of the work that I have to do in order to provide the help. Remember, it's not taking over for you. But what I'm doing is I'm making sure when you have questions, I'm giving you the reassurance that you're on the right path, because that's what you need. You need reassurance as we go down the journey that you're thinking the right way. You have your concepts and your ideas that are in alignment with what you're doing. So that's what we do from that first session on out. We continue to make sure that all of your goals are in alignment. We make sure you don't veer too far off to the left. You stay to the right, and we make sure that you grow from there.
And their progress determines how long the sessions will be, correct?
Exactly. Either how long the session is, but majority of the time it's how long you choose to be with me for. So
well, I'm talking about as far as the duration of time that they enlist your service.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. It depends on how long they want the service for. Yep.
Okay. Natalie, what you got to say?
I got to have to say that I appreciate you, Jeff, and the advice that you gave. I feel like it was definitely on point. And yeah, I'm looking forward to enacting it. So I guess you all can start looking forward to the Tuesday Toddler again.
There you go. There you go. That's what we're looking for, girl.
And we didn't make her do it. Okay, we just encouraged.
It's in there. You just kind of forked it out of you there.
There it is. Yep.
She has
Yeah.
I love your
So
smile.
thank you all. Thank you.
No,
Thank you for coming on.
No problem.
Yes.
You're good. All right. We're looking forward to the Tuesday Toddler. All right. How can people get in contact with you? Well, you got it right there. natsbooks.net. Right?
Yes. Yes.
So everybody go out there and get to natsbooks.net and
Yes.
support her. Support her. We love support. We love hearing great stories. All right. This is an award-winning author. We need to. We love great stories. All right. Jeff, how do people get in contact with you? Marcella put that in the inbox. Okay, just say on the private chat, just so y'all know.
I noticed that. Just so y'all know. You know he gonna say it. You know he gonna say it.
He's so special.
It's nothing private about that private chat.
Not at all.
Nothing.
Not anybody on this panel.
But yeah, how y'all can get in contact with me? I have a Facebook, Jeff Releford. You can message me directly on there. I also have a Redirect, Regroup, Refocus Facebook page as well. You can direct message on there. That also has the our phone number on there. You can call us from there as well. I encourage people, leave a message, please, because how do I know you want the services if you don't leave a message and you don't tell me what you're looking for? Mm-hmm. So please, if you're going to call me, please leave a message, because if you don't, 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to call you back because I don't know who you are. I'm not going to call you back. And I also have a website, R3 Guide. You can kind of thumb around there a little bit, see what type of services I offer. I also coach people on how to be life coaches. I also do the one-on-one sessions, kind of like we did now. And I also do group coaching as well. So if you want to inquire about any of those services, we also have a way that you can put in some info in the contact box. You can get a hold of me that way as well. I got an Instagram, Life Coach Jeff Releford, and Redirect, Regroup, Refocus. The only thing I can give y'all is my social security number right now.
No, I already got that.
Oh, you already got that? Oh, well, that's gone too then.
Yeah. If you like, I can share it. It's cool. We can share it. All right. Now, Jeff, you just mentioned that you show people how to be a life coach, correct?
Yeah.
So you're giving the keys to your car so somebody can drive it.
Somewhat. I ain't gonna give you up because I developed my own system. So that's what I tell other people to do. I tell people to create something that will actually give people the results that they want. So that way, because it's so much information out there to copy and do. It's so much information you can copy and do. But if you don't have nothing original yourself, what's the whole point of you starting a business? What's the whole point of you trying to help people and reach people? It's got to be original, especially this line of work. It's got to be original.
True that, man. I enjoyed myself actually today.
I did too. I learned a lot as well.
Life coaching.
Glad I was able to let y'all into my world.
Life Coach Jeff and the Coachettes. we the doo-wop pieces. Right?
We the doo-wops.
Give it up. We don't. But no, and thank you so much, Natalie. Natalie, is there anything else you want to say to the people?
I do want to say, if you are into romance novels, you definitely want to check out my series. Then Came You was the first book that came out last May 1st. And this May 1st, on my book anniversary, I will be releasing the sequels. So check me out on that book.net.
Her book anniversary.
I like that.
Okay. Marcella, put that one down in our dictionary.
In our dictionary, yes. That one goes in our dictionary.
In the Dope Living Dictionary.
Book anniversary.
Book anniversary.
I like that.
Let's get out of here, Jeff. Give us something else. You gave us a lot, but give us something else.
If y'all didn't get nothing out of this show today, excuse me, I want y'all to get and understand that, look, you are in control. You are the one that is in control. You have the power to manifest your own destiny. Don't doubt yourself. Don't limit yourself. Oh, and don't be afraid to take advantage of resources that are out there as well, such as myself. Because there are people out there who actually do want to help you and they do care and want to see you succeed. But don't limit yourself and stop doubting yourself. Go ahead and finally get your mind right, learn some things about yourself, and then put it into action. Redirect, regroup, refocus.
Okay, right, Marcella.
I just want to piggyback off what Jeff just said. Don't limit yourself. Get out there. Try to fight your fears. Don't let others define you. And go over to our YouTube page, Dope Living Live TV. Hit subscribe. If you really like the shows that you're seeing on here, you can send a messenger message to any one of our panelists. If you have different topics or something specific that you'd like to hear us talk about and discuss with us, let us know. Again, YouTube, hit subscribe, send us messages, let us know how you feel about our show and things that you would like, topics that you'd like us to talk about.
Mo B.
Natalie. I really like your concept. I like that about the way you're pushing your books. And as far as Jay Real is concerned, we can use 100,000 of them in our culture. He's the dude.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. China.
Thank you.
Yes, you guys purchased the book. Then came you. It is an award-winning book for a reason. When we talk about award-winning books and those books are nominated, there are certain criteria that they have to meet. And not every book makes it, so the ones that do make it are the top-notch books that are read that you can't put down. So purchase the book, support our authors, guys. They put a lot of hard work into what they do. They're sharing their thoughts, their feelings, their experiences with strangers, and we need to support more. We need to read more. So purchase the books. This is something that we are pushing through Distinguished Authors Guild. We want to make sure that authors, African American authors, have a platform to build on. So we want you all to be a part of this family.
Absolutely, most definitely. We just experienced some life coaching, all right. And again, life coaching is not just people think they're psychiatrists. These guys are not psychiatrists. They're more like a sounding board for you. They make you. I'm going to use the word make. They make you come out and say things about yourself that you wouldn't say to other people, and then they help you to act on what's bothering you. And I think it's fantastic. I couldn't do it. I probably could, but I don't want to because I leave it to the professionals. And Jeff, you do a great job about it. All right. Hey,
Thank you,
again,
brother.
let's keep the family Dwayne Haskins in our prayers. He's a quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers. They don't know what I mean. They know that he got hit by a dump truck, but what was he doing out there? We don't know. It's not for us to because another life is gone. Let's keep him in our prayers. And to Marcy's point, also, stay with us. You guys have actually done such a good job in making sure that Dope Living TV gets to be seen by everybody. All right. Right now, here we are. We are.
Hey.
And growing. All right. So we do this because of you. I mean, we are doing great numbers. We're here to entertain, inspire, and what's the other one? Educate. Just wait to see if y'all can get it from me. Okay, I forgot actually. But that's what we do. We're going to continue to do this for as long as God allows us to do it and allows us to be creative. Natalie, you are always welcome to sit down with us and chill, hang out, and we got your back. We got your back. You share something, tag us.
That.
Go share it. All right, most definitely. Tomorrow, man, we talk about some relationships. Yeah, relationships never. It never gets boring. All right, we got that because people get.
It's always evolving.
Let's do the relationship thing. Oh Lord,
a lot of stuff to talk about in relationships.
So much.
I need it. I need it because being I can't say what I want to say. So.
Please don't. I don't even know what it is, but knowing you.
I was gonna say being a single young man, but that's. That's the persona you have to. Look, we have a persona. We're portraying. All right. I love you, baby. I love you. Anyway, we got to get out of here. Okay, this is Dope Living TV Live, and we will see you guys tomorrow if God allows us to. All right.
Peace.
Peace out. Thank you, Natalie. Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you, Nat.
Thank you,
Jeff. Thank you, Natalie.
Thank you.
Welcome.